welcome to the video. It's super windy, so I'm doing this quick voiceover to let you know in this video I was introduced to something truly amazing, and that's the auction that Goodwill does right next to the Goodwill I go to every morning. Didn't know about this until someone had told me about it, and now I'm like, okay, I can go here to get some more, specifically hats. They don't have anything else but hats, but they also do plan to open up a bin store. But we find some good stuff today, so stick around and see how we made some good profit. Bins is like different random stuff, right, that you can bid on, and you know, you can take it with you. And I never knew about it, right? And now I know, right? And I went in there. I didn't bring the camera. I didn't really want to record because one, I was rushing. Two, my keys was on my butt. Two, I'm kind of like new to there. I didn't want to like startle anyone. Oh, who's this black boy with a camera? So I didn't bring a camera in there, but I did just wanted to look to see what they got. So we don't have a bin store here in Oklahoma. Sorry, in Tulsa, but we have some in Oklahoma City, which is about 2 hours, maybe 4 hours away from me. So I haven't been yet, but to learn that they're actually about to do a bin store right there is actually fantastic. So I'm going to, good morning. I'm going to actually take advantage of that and start doing the bin store right there. Hold on, this card. I always get a sucky card. But they start that next month. They started next month, and they're gonna do it every day. So I'm gonna add that into my route. So anyway, God is good, because I would never have known that it was an auction place right there if I didn't meet the brother yesterday. So anyway, let's see if we can find something. I am on a quicker time today. My wife go to work a little later today, so I don't have too much time to be in the store and look. So I need to take advantage of as much time as I got until I have to leave. All right, so so you ever watch any of my videos, I don't really pick up Ralph Lauren's unless it's a big size, but this is a silk and linen Ralph Lauren. So I gotta double check this tag though, because that tag look fake. You know what, this is fake. Okay, y'all, so I began to say that this shirt was fake, and believe me when I say this, don't listen to me, because surely enough, the shirt is not fake. I don't think, like, out of all the times I grabbed Ralph Lauren, I don't think I ever looked at what the pony looks like inside of the shirt. And I guess today I just was drawing a blank. I've seen that tag plenty of times. I just never looked into the inside shirt, and I came to a realization that, yeah, I was wrong. And you'll see in the next clip that I realized, Stefan, shut up, grab the shirt, and make that money. All right, so I actually might be wrong. That might not be fake. Okay, because this does feel like linen. Sorry, it looks like it, and it does feel like it. That's the only thing that makes me iffy. But this is a Ralph Lauren, and it has the right RN number on there, and inside looks like that. So it actually might not be fake. Hold on, I just would hate to get played. Buttons on the inside. No, okay. So this is actually a real linen Ralph Lauren. You know what's funny? I buy Ralph Lauren, but I don't know why I feel like I've never seen that tag before. And the size tag is cut off on it, so can't even tell if it's real or not. But nope, okay, cool. It was me. Anyway, silk and linen Ralph Lauren is crazy. So we're just gonna go ahead and grab that after I just embarrassed myself. Yeah. There's a whole bunch of Ralph Laurens here. So anyway, that's what I look for, is anything that says like silk, linen, or like 3XLT or 2XB and above. This texture, just feel it. Look at it and feel it. Imagine that you're feeling this. This is Tommy Bahama, right? I felt it. I was like, this feels different. It is 80% silk, so we're gonna see what we can do with that. So this is why we check comps. I was talking to somebody in the group, and he wanted to know what was up with his shirt because the name was not popping up on the shirt, so he couldn't get a comp. But he already brought the shirt. But he brought the shirt because it looked crazy, crazy and funky, whatever, right? And I told him that no matter what it looks like, you still need to check the comp. And I gave him an example as I was looking at some linen pants, Jose Bank. I grabbed it anyway because it's linen, but I didn't pay for it. I checked the comp. Comp showed me that Jose Bank is just a trash brand, right? So I'll say that to say, same thing with this. Like, these are some nice looking pants, like 100%. Some real nice looking pants. Tommy Bahama know what they're doing, right? It's a 80% silk. I could walk out with this and say, oh, you know what, it's silk, it looked good, let me grab it, right? But it doesn't matter what my feelings are, it matters about what the comp say. And the comp says that this has a 22% sell-through rate. 22% sell-through rate. Let me say this. A 50% sell-through rate means it's going to take 6 months to sell, right? So a 20% sell-through rate means it's going to take probably maybe eight months to a year probably to sell. Not saying that other things won't happen, like, you know, someone just happened to buy from me a month from now, whatever. But this is a business, so I can't just grab stuff just to grab it, and you should never grab stuff just to grab it either. Always have a reason. This right here, over 100% sell-through rate on linen, silk linen Ralph Lauren shirts, and I can get around 40 bucks for it. So we're gonna grab this, and we're gonna check out. I'm on my way to pick up my wife. So we hit the first store. My wife went to work a little later today, so I gotta go pick up to go to work. Pray for us that we find another vehicle, because we need another one. Especially with me doing this business and needing to be out and stuff like that. We need another. Oh my gosh, the cop just maybe saw me. He didn't see me. Anyway, we need another vehicle. With me doing this business, I gotta be places, and I got to, you know, stay places a little longer to get opportunities. But you know, I don't stay because I gotta be a husband. I gotta pick up my wife. So we are looking for a second vehicle. So, you know, we don't have to do these things, and she can just go to work, and I can just, you know, be at work and do the thrift and stuff like that. And anyway, we're gonna do that, pick her up, and then I actually might hit a thrift store before picking her up, because she doesn't need to be to work until 12. I need to be back by 11. It is 10 o'clock right now, so I got time to hit one more Goodwill before going to get her. So I'll probably hit the one closest to my house, and we'll see what we can get. So I almost missed these. I was over there looking at shirts, but my route is jeans first, then the shirts. The jeans just have a higher sell-through rate, not sell-through rate, higher sell price anyway. But area M1 vintage straight, 20 listed, 20 sold, for 100% sell-through rate. Can get 40 bucks for it. So yeah, see you right there. All right, so the wife is at work. Now it's time to hit the next Goodwill. I can't remember if I showed y'all the stuff that I just got from last Goodwill when I think about it. I'm sure I did, but if I did not, listen, stay to the end of the video, because I'm going to show you everything I got during the day, because I am going to hit the Salvation Army, and I'm probably not going to do too much recording there, because once again, I try not to, you know, record the workers working and stuff like that, and like I'm up on the rag and they're also up on the rag. So but we'll see what I can do. But yeah, so we're gonna go into the next Goodwill. Let's go. All right, see if we can make it happen, Captain. Ariat M5. I don't know if straight leg does well or not, but we'll check to see if it does. All right, we are out of that Goodwill. That was like, today I'm moving super fast going through stuff. It started with the fact that I had to get back home at a different time to pick up my wife. But I'm actually finding, like, I'm finding stuff. I'm not staying too long. I'm getting in and out. This is the fastest I have been forever, like since I started. I done hit 1, 2, 3 Goodwills already, and it's already 12:43, and I had to go pick up my wife. So I'm actually doing great time. I found the Wrangler jeans that I showed just a second ago. We're gonna go hit the Goodwill store. Sorry, we're gonna go hit another thrift store, a Goodwill, and then we're gonna end at the Salvation Army. We actually have a lot of time left, but let's go to the next one. All right, so check this out. BKE Alec, I gotta check to see if this one sells, but what I have learned is BKE can do well depending on the model. So we got Alec, Aiden, and then Fulton. And then I picked up some pretty sure these vintage Sedgefield, made in USA. I gotta double check. The something rate on it is pretty bad, but I have to double check. Gosh, to see if it's worth getting, but we will see. Make sure you stay to the end of the video because I will show you everything I got for today. Remember, if you watch me, everything I show you does not mean you get yourself. Always look up the sell-through rate yourself. Always figure out if it meets your metrics. And I'm actually going to do a video, and when I do the video, I'll pin up the video on how to look the sell-through rate and figure things out for your business. And then, so once again, so if you watch me, like, learn from me, but don't copy me, right? Because not everything I show I don't get, and also my business metrics and what I look for is different from everyone else. Like, what works for me does not mean works for you. So we'll see what it says for that brand. All right, so checking at the BKE pants, I ended up just landing on the Aiden model and the Fulton model. They has a 70% sell-through rate. They can go for maybe like 20 to 30, 34 possibly. And I'm gonna go ahead and get these. This has a 40% sell-through rate. Really not exactly my number. However, they probably can go for like 50 because they're vintage. And they got a long leg to it, so it's like 36 inches, probably 34 after the shrinkage, and it's a good waist size, which the waist is 32, so maybe a 30 after the shrinkage. So we're gonna go ahead and get those and see what it do. Oh man, I'm riding in second gear. Oh my gosh, embarrassing. Anyway, I actually did not grab one of the pants. Once I was up there, I realized I didn't even check these pants. Sometimes I don't be checking them as well. But the bottom of the leg was ripped. I think it was the Fulton jeans that I didn't grab. But the Fulton jeans already had a rip in the pants leg for the design. But the bottom of the leg, it was like actually ripped off. Possibly I could still sell it, right? Like, if someone was buying it for the designs and the ripped pants, is it possible that they could still be okay with the bottom leg being ripped up a certain way, like kind of like not attached? Possibly. But what do you think? Like, if you resell jeans, let me know. Like, do you ever find that when you have a ripped pair of pants that's made to be ripped, but there's some actual wear and tear at the bottom of the leg, do they still buy it? I feel like they might still do it, but hey, I could have spent $8.49 right there to get a pair of pants that I wasn't too sure about, or I could spend $8.49 somewhere else on a different product that I know is going to give me a better return, that I know is going to sell. So we will see. Next, we're going to our last spot, which is going to be the Salvation Army, where I'm going to do what the cool kids do. what the vintage sellers do. I'm gonna wait for the racks to come out, the new racks, and see what they got on the new racks. Hey, before we get to the next thing, I just want to say thank you for watching the video so far. Do me a favor, if you have found value in this, if you have been entertained, whatever it might be, you feel anything inside, go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the channel. It would be very much appreciated. We're on our way to 500 followers or subscribers, however you say it, doesn't matter. Because right now I'm just talking to you so you can subscribe. So if you haven't done it yet, go ahead and subscribe. But we're gonna get right back into the video. Have a blessed day. This is Ralph Lauren New Takes. This is the main thing I look for in suit jackets is cashmere. So 10% cashmere for this. So I don't see the price though. Oh, okay. $12.99. So I'm gonna see if it's something worth getting, but I think it's a women's jacket. 8. I've never seen it say 8 before, but we'll see. But cashmere is normally a good pickup though. As I'm recording this footage is like 3 weeks ago. I didn't even realize that I found a goal item, meaning one of the items I have on my list of goals of finding and Ralph Lauren Black Label is actually pretty high up there. So it's crazy that I found this, and you can see the comp was pretty high for this. Bless God. So I'm gonna see what this is. I've never seen this tag before, but it just stands out. So we'll see.
You help? Yeah, this is a big rack. Oh, sorry. Thank you.
I'm gonna push it a little further. Get some room. I'm gonna pick it up at the end. So at this point of the video, it is a little different for me because normally I don't come to Salvation Army because so let me say Salvation Army brings out a lot of men's clothes out of all places I do go to. I just always had this thing where I did not want to be like bum rushing the racks like how the other resellers do that's in there, but I decided to do it today, and you know, all in all, it was just a good time because I was able to socialize with other resellers, and at some point in the video, I was able to kind of teach someone who was had the reserves about reselling and kind of show him how to do some things. But as you can see, we're going through the racks, and I ended up finding something pretty good.
Can you see the back?
Take nothing.
Can you see?
No. Oh no! Oh, let me figure out this is not a fake.
It's yours.
Yeah.
How much you want for it?
Let me check it out. Let me check it out. Let me check it out. Yeah. Yeah, it's real. So found a nice Portugal jersey. Another reseller, as you can hear, was trying to get it off of me. You know, and obviously I ended up keeping it. I always check to see what I got before I even think about putting it back on the rack or anything like that. But stick around because I'm about to show someone who was thinking about doing reselling how to do eBay. And it's pretty cool.
You
know, I look at comps on eBay.
Yeah, like completed listings and shit.
Yeah, and do you not tell the sell-through rate? So the sell-through rate is how long an item, you can tell how long an item should take to sell, right? So for instance, and I'm recording just because it's good for the video.
You give me a lesson.
So this is a Nike Portugal away jersey, right? So you can, so first you pick your condition, so filter, condition, right? It's a used jersey. So it's talking 130 is listed, right? 130 listed. Real quick, eBay shows, so these numbers are based on a 90-day total, right? So 130 listed. Show more, and you do sold, right? And it's 123 sold in the last 9 days, right? And you gotta do a little math, right? So 123, what was it 190 listed?
130, I think it.
Okay. Over 130, right?
Yep.
Give you a 94% sell-through rate, right? You know, so times 100. So
you get the percentage.
right. So that means, so if it's 100% sell-through rate, that means the item would take 3 months to sell, because eBay is showing us a 3-month numbers. So if it's 100%, that means within 3 months it should sell. So if you start like selling on like eBay stuff like that, you don't want to just grab like any random item.
Check how much it sells.
Right, you want to see the sell-through rate, right? Because if you get something that has a 50% sell-through rate, that means it's going to take 2-3 month period. It means it's going to take 6 months to sell, right? You get something that's 20%. Got the math on that, but it can take up a year. But you get stuff from like 80% to 100%. You should sell it within, 3 months, 4 months. However, you get different random stuff, like maybe I got a better listing, maybe I'm top rated seller, better photos, more comments, reviews like that. So maybe my stuff sell quicker than a month, right?
Yeah.
And for me, like my stuff, so it's like, let me see, last month. So last month, so my average time to sell was 1 month, right? And a lot of my stuff is like close to 50% to 100% sell-through rate. So a lot of my items sell within a month, right? So anyway, I just want to show you that, because if you do want to get selling, you don't want to just grab
Anything.
if you sell on eBay, right? But if you do what they do, I think they sell like a cost of reference, stuff like that. So you can just take the money, flip it, give it to them quicker. But if on eBay, you have to figure out the sell-through rate. You already know how to look at comp. You know how to look at the sold stuff, right? To figure out if you're gonna make a profit on it or not. And then you can use this site right here, eBay. So it's ebaycalculator.com.
Yeah.
And you can, so you know this?
No.
Oh, okay. So for instance, this is going for like $50 right now. My shipping on it, so my shipping, like my personal shipping that I charge customers, $8.20. The item's gonna cost me $2.99. I don't pay taxes. $2.99 to ship it out at max. So what I do, I put in my zip code. Hold on. I gotta show you that. I go to shipping calculator, right?
Yeah.
eBay.com shipping calculator. I put in the package type, the dimension, the weight, my zip code, and I find what's the furthest zip code from Tulsa. And I think it's like, I don't know, I can't remember. But the most I'll pay is like $6.33 to ship an item under 1 pound, right? Anyway, so because I know that $6.33 is gonna be my most, I have eBay store. I'm top rated. If I don't promote, I'll make $41 off the shirt, right? If I do promote, I'll make 35, right? So now I know, okay, I can grab this item. It was sell within like max, not max, because anything can happen in 3 months. Maybe it don't sell in 3 months, right? But virtually in the perfect world, it should sell in 3 months. And I'll make around $40 for it, right?
So when you like list, like when you pick the price, you go for like a median?
So pricing, so the way pricing works, it's kind of, it's like a feeling. Like, you know what you got, right?
Yeah.
You know if there's any stains or if there's any holes, you kind of skim through to see what it's like. So right now, okay, for instance, the reason why I say it's $50 is so okay, I gotta find something that looks similar to this or one just like this, right? So we have that's not similar, right? I mean, it's similar, but it got way more patches, right? That's similar, but it's not. But if I scroll down, I'm gonna see some stuff that's similar, right? Like this is similar. It got a color block in the middle of it. However, it's similar. So $50, right? $40 possibly. If I scroll down, I'll see another one. There's 28. That's actually super similar, 28. But another one, color block, $50, 50, 50. This is super similar.
That might actually.
Yeah, that actually might be it. That is it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it. So $50, right? So that let me know I can go $50, right? So when you look at the pricing, you want to figure out, you want to find an exact, but and you can't find an exact, find similar. And then you kind of get a feel of where you could place it at. There's no real like, you got to do this. If you price it
buy, at market price, it'll sell, right? If you price it above market price, it might take a little longer. You price it below market price, it's gonna sell, right? But yeah, I mean, especially if you're here already doing stuff like this, you can make money. You just have to start learning the brands. So like when you go through the rack, you know what tag to look for. And you probably already know this stuff,
I know
right?
some tags, like Softies,
and then
Russell, shit like the older stuff.
now this right here is a little trick right here, right? I learned this from my mentor, Tech and Sport. So I'm gonna do this vintage t-shirts. So I'm gonna type vintage t-shirts, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna type in condition pre-owned. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go to item location, my zip code, max distance 50 miles, right? And then I'm gonna do sold. I'm looking at the sold items, right? Hold on, I'm messing up right there. I'm messing that up. Okay, so sold items. So 567 items sold. That's vintage. I like to sort high to low. Doesn't matter how you do it. But this is 567 items that was sold in Tulsa area. Vintage T-shirts. So that way you can learn tags.
What to look for.
Yeah, to what to look for. That you can find in this area, right? This is hard to do. This is super easy to find. So you can just look at items that people found. Now, sometimes with this vintage stuff, it's like a one-to-one. Maybe you won't find it again.
Yeah.
Right. So, but no, that's a trick to figure out what's selling in your area. So, like for me, I learned like different Wrangler jeans. So, but like for my metrics, right? When I mean my metrics, I mean like something that I would be like, okay, I'm good to sell this and I can make money, at least a $20 profit. So so I'll go 50% sell-through rate up into 100, and I at least want to make a $20 profit. Sometimes I have some filler items that give me like an $18 profit, but yeah, so I would suggest that. And then, like I said, you just YouTube a lot of stuff, just figure out,
That's kind of how I figured out like tags.
Yeah.
It's just mostly like if it's paper, like look at the stitching, obviously.
Right. Yeah.
Look at the like paper.
So I just left Salvation Army, and I almost forgot to record coming out, or just record at all. So real quick, as you've seen, I was talking to a young man named James about reselling, because he was at the Salvation Army with the other resellers, and he doesn't resell, but he likes to grab some vintage clothes for himself. And something you did not hear before I actually turned the camera on to record, when we was talking earlier, he said that, like, no offense, but I feel like people who resell are just scummy, right? I was like, dang, we just met. So anyway, I changed his mind super quick. I was like, well, Salvation Army is reselling. I was like, Walmart, the grocery store, they buy the meat for low and resell it. I was like, people who do garage sale resells. I was like, everybody resells. And he was, pretty much it just made sense to him that that everybody resells. And he was like, you know what? So let me back up. I'm sorry, y'all. When I tell a story, sometimes I'm like all over the place. So originally it kind of started with he wanted to buy a $200 shirt. And I was like, well, if you're here, like, why not get stuff, resell it so you can get $200 and get the shirt? And then he mentioned that, he felt like reselling was scummy. But anyway, that changed his mind, me talking about the fact that everyone is reselling. And, after a while, he had asked the question on how can you, like, pretty much, if he wanted to resell, where to start. I gave him some tips on where to start. And he asked me again, like, how can he look up stuff? And then he asked again, how can he look up stuff? So I told him, so as you see, I was like, hey, I'm gonna turn the camera on for this part. And I kind of walked him through on how to tell the sell-through rate, right? As you can hear, the sell-through rate, how to price things. And, I just want to say, like, this is what Resale Disciple is about. Discipleship a term that we use in Christianity, and I believe it's a biblical term. I'm not sure, but it's learning after someone, like following someone and learning their ways, learning their teachings and stuff like that. So that is what Resale Disciple is about, right? I know I talk about like, hey, you know, don't do what I'm doing, like make sure it fits your business, but essentially I do want to teach y'all. I do want to show y'all like how y'all can start your own reselling business and grow it and make some money, like, you know. And it felt good to be able to show him what he can do, and hopefully he does take the advice. He's at the stores anyway, you know, going through the racks with everyone else, which is only like 3 of us, but 4 including him. So anyway, I hope y'all learned something too, you know, when I talked about that. And once again, I'm gonna actually do a video, a breakdown on like what I showed him, and hopefully I have it up before this video come out, because then I'll have it pop up somewhere, you know, that you click on that video. If not, just look on my channel and the video should be there for y'all to go through. But anyway, we're done for the day. But yeah, I got even bigger news. So I have even bigger news. If you watch one of my videos, I talked about how I was praying to the Lord a couple weeks ago about building relationships in this business. And I ran into a brother named Isaiah and another brother named Rafa, who are also believers. But Rafa hit me up today.
So on this part, I start talking about doing an auction or being introduced to an auction where it had a whole bunch of brand new tag Western pants, boots like that. And my hopes was to be able to purchase all these items for like $1. Little did Stefan know, as the auction went on, as it got closer to the end date, people was bidding these things up. So the jeans that I wanted to get that was around, that could have sold for like $40 or so, was up by $26, like, you know, just to buy. And I was like, oh, you know what, I'm not gonna bid on a $26 item that I'm only gonna make like $16 on. So not much happened actually from that auction, but it did introduce me to a site where I can find great items. So all glory to God.
So let me show you what I got today. I actually want to start what I got at the Salvation Army, because I got it for such a low price, right? And I'll tell you why. Anyway, I got this Portugal soccer Nike jersey. One of the resellers kept on asking to buy it from me. He was like, how much you gonna sell it to me? How much you gonna sell it to me for, right? He wanted to buy it. I gave him one shirt because it was a vintage shirt that didn't really sell on eBay like that. It wasn't nothing special, but I gave it to him because he wanted it, right, originally. But this right here, it'd be great if it had, I think it's Messi that plays for this team or whatever. Correct me in the comments, but I think Messi played for Portugal. Maybe it's not Messi. I don't know. Anyway, I don't watch football. Anyway, got this. It goes for, I think, around $50 is what I seen. But if the team wins, who knows? Maybe I can price it up. But we'll see. And I got this right here, newer tags, Black Label Ralph Lauren, cashmere women's blazer. Got that, and this is how much I paid for both these things, right? This is supposed to be $12.99, and this jersey is supposed to be $2.99. If you do the math, that's like $16, right? I paid $5.98. The reason why I paid that amount because the cashier did something wrong. And here's the thing, I didn't like let him charge me this low amount. I saw that it was only $5 wrong up, and I was like, hey, did you get both items? And he said, yeah. He messed up and forgot to cash out or delete the item from the last thing, whatever. So he just ended up charging me only $5 for it. So I mean, that's good, because this is gonna be maybe 150 is what I saw, like the most similar thing, and this is gonna be $50. So that's $5 from $200. That's probably like $100, and let's call it $180, $170 profit just from Salvation Army today. Of course, the comps is popping up as I'm talking about it, so maybe I don't need to talk about it. The next thing I got is from Goodwill. Is what did I get? Oh yeah, some Ariat jeans. This thing needs to be washed. Ariat's M5 straight leg jeans. I end up looking it up and it did sell pretty well. Ariat just seemed just to do well in general. I'm super excited for this auction that's going on. I'm about to pick up a whole bunch of Ariat fire resistance and Ariat jeans, new with tags. Well, anyway, I got this. I think it sells for around 35 bucks if I am not mistaken. Look at my wife. Okay, so the wife went into Walmart. So let's finish showing y'all what I got. Okay, yeah. The BKE Aiden bootleg. So I got these. See the tags. And I picked up another pair of BKE jeans, but I put the other one back because once again the bottom leg was like ripped. Like it was ripped, you know. If it was like a little tear, you know, cool, I can get away with that, but I didn't want to. So the next thing, this was low-key a gamble. Low-key. When I say low-key is a gamble, because the price, I'm not too sure exactly if I can get what I'm thinking, but because it's vintage, and I saw one that was vintage. This is not a flared. So let me say this: the item I saw was a flared version of these, but you know, they sold for a good amount, so I went ahead and took a chance on that. But this is Sedgefield, right? This is the tag, the inside tag. That's by the crotch, made in the USA. And yeah, and I feel like that's actually all I got today. Is that all I got? I thought I had more stuff today. But we turned out a good profit, if you ask me. Let me show. I grabbed everything. What's this? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We turned out a good profit, if you ask me, just in general. Just with the jersey and the Ralph Lauren blazer. Don't think the Ralph Lauren blazer is going to sell super quick, but it's still a good item that we have. But the biggest thing today has been just the relationships. Spent a lot of times at Salvation Army today, just waiting for the racks to come up, but also talking to the other resellers and just having fun, just speaking and talking, whatever. But shout out to our brother Rafa, who messaged me about the auction that's going on, because I'm super excited. I'm super excited. I checked the site and there's a lot of newer tags, fire resistant Ariat jeans, Wranglers, and there's some cowboy boots like that, but there are a lot of kids ones. I gotta finish checking. There's like 700 items being sold, so I'm super excited to come back with a lot of good new tag inventory. But praise be to God foremost, because this is stuff I had prayed for, and this is all part of His will, His plans. So I'm thankful for that. But here's the thing: you watch this video, you stay to the end, but you're not like you haven't liked the video yet, you haven't subscribed. Why not? Go ahead and show some love. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. There's gonna be more videos out weekly as we speak. I'm actually gotta go edit a video today, so I might be up all night. But you know, show some support. Look out for more content. Go ahead and comment down below what you would like to see from me. If you want to see what sold, and if you want to see whatever, you know, just whatever you might want to see. Toss out ideas. There's nothing wrong with any ideas. Nothing's dumb. Anyway, I'm talking too much. God bless. Peace.